Yes, welcome back to Footy and Friends. Brett's already got the timer on because he's got a hard out. But this episode is brought to you by Carlton Draft. Mick, how are you?
Good, Dylan. Yeah, great to be back. Had a week hiatus.
Yeah, how was the bloody in Perth with your mates?
Yeah, we stayed in Fremantle.
Yes.
Played West Coast and Freo.
No, we're aware.
It's nice to be home. It is nice to be home.
Yeah.
A few free coffees and that down Fremantle, was there?
Not really. Nah.
They don't remember you?
Nah. There's a couple of just...
Who'd you catch up with over there? Bloody Bellas, did you?
Run through them.
Weak as piss, Bellas. Did you catch up with him? You still scared?
Didn't.
Greg Broughton, did you catch up with
Didn't catch up with Greg.
Luke McFarlane?
Didn't get Luke either.
Troy Cook?
This game's not going as well as we'd
No.
like.
Clancy Pearce?
Sean McManus.
Oh, Shawnee.
Random run into Sean. Pav.
Yep.
Just at the game.
How's he?
He's good. Killing it. He actually solo parented for 10 days.
How many does he have?
He's got 3.
Wow.
So I said, look, Pav, I don't have any empathy here with you because I've only got 2,
Yeah,
but I
can't
know
imagine.
a guy.
Exactly right.
Solo parenting 3.
Hey, Brett, let's get to it, brother.
Yeah.
How are you, son? You well?
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, so am I, mate.
I'm flat.
I'm disappointed for Coleambally.
And Town's on its knees.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
embarrassing, really, when you think about it.
Yeah, it is.
Like, You've done the
I know
disservice
everyone
to
else
the
is flat.
game.
Coleambally, they thought I was kicking 10, which I thought I was too.
we're
but,
flat.
Yeah.
No, you're not you haven't just embarrassed yourself, you've embarrassed all of us.
So for context, for the few people out there that are not aware, Carlton Draft, big, like we've got the hoodies on.
Pick 2.
Pick 2.
Brett wouldn't even put the hoodie on. He's that...
he's a club man.
The brand is that off him.
I'm all about Coleambally today, mate.
So Coleambally drafted you pick 2 to go play one standalone game for them. You were on top of the ground in the warm-up.
Wow, yeah.
Yep.
I was warming up.
And then you got out there.
Yeah.
Pop.
Ping a quad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I started okay. The first ball that came in, I was a bit nervous because it was at my feet.
Get it up!
Just so give us a chance.
would have as well.
Did you? Nah. Later 450 tackle, which you can see on the vision. There was a bit of pressure there.
Yeah.
So I got involved, 1 tackle.
You had 1 tackle for the match.
I was out there for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Next one lead out, and the ball was in the air, which is good. But as I've accelerated into it, bang, quad. So I'm now just on 50, and I'm stretching it, thinking, can I, can't I? Maybe I can have
you
a
mark
go.
it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Clean hands, Brett.
So 1 tackle, 1 mark.
No kicks.
And so before that, I'd had just come back to the ball. You know how you just
A 1%.
while you're hunting it, grabbed it and left foot snap, and it's just been a bit narrow. I had more time than I actually thought. I was expecting a bit more heat on the
So
inside.
You thought I was
450.
up your ass, did you?
No. So 1 shot on goal for 1 point, 1 tackle, 1 mark,
1 quad.
1 handball, 1 quad. Yeah, I couldn't have the shot on goal. I had to handball it off to a bloke running past who didn't make the distance.
Yeah.
So,
what was his name?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh, wow. Were you running out there, Brett, going, Brett, Brett. Was that what you were
I
doing?
was calling for the ball from myself, yeah.
Yeah. Because you wouldn't have known any names. You was going, Brett's ball.
Truth be told, mate, I lost my mouth guard that I had from last year at Kabaddi. I left it there.
Oh, fuck.
So I had to make a new one.
Just a boil and bite.
Just a boil and bite, mate, and it was horrific. The thing was gagging me, and then it was falling out as
What
I was.
colour was the boil and
just
bite?
clear. Yeah, I went pretty safe, but I would have turfed that had I played any more minutes, but didn't need to worry about it.
You look great. The New Balances look great.
Yeah,
Are
fucking
we happy
New
with New
Balance.
Balance?
Oh, no, I'm fucking
What's wrong with-
horse piss, that shit at the moment.
So
no,
run us through.
just quickly before we've got to finish up on the game review quickly, but I'm not happy with New Balance. Mitch Knight, he's given you the boots, which are beautiful.
Yeah.
And what I've realised is he dropped off 1 pair of runners. We've given him about $100,000 worth of advertising on this show.
Yeah.
And he's given us a pair of runners, and they're not even the top model. He's given us the sort of semi-pro model of runners. I'm about to go to the half marathon next week, and I haven't even got any carbon plate in here.
Oh,
what is going on?
You're running on pillows.
What is going on here? I'm running on.
But Mitchy will sort you out now that you've
I
mentioned
don't know
him.
if he will,
Well,
mate.
he sorted me out. I was head to toe in New Balance. Oh, not head to toe, but I had the casuals, the runners, and the boots ready to go. They looked good for about 7 minutes, and then off she comes. And no one was flatter than me. I know everyone else was disappointed, but I did all the work in the lead up to try and get right. The quad was the last thing that I thought was going to go.
Yeah.
I thought the calf was an issue.
Did you How'd you feel on the walk off the ground?
I just trotted off. I saw Grovesy too, the coach.
Yeah.
I just said, mate, I'm no good. And he's just like,
How'd they take
but
it? Were
they,
they
you know, the
disappointed?
beauty of it was the Rock that the team we played. They agreed for us to have an extra player on the bench in case of me getting injured. So instead of just the 4, they allowed them to have their 4 plus me, which was which
That's
was good.
lovely by
It was
the Rock.
great by them. Yeah, so
on 'em.
shout out the Rock.
How many AFL games you play?
275 in the end.
275 games. So the Rock has seen a 275 game AFL player, rising star, come back, taking pity.
Yeah, they weren't worried at all.
No. And by the matchup that I had, I'll tell you what, they were just like, yeah, we'll just put him on.
Yeah. Was it back to back?
Did they go back to back and
You right there, mate?
Count the heights?
Are you telling me they had your magnet up there and they just put it up? Buster from the Rock took the match. Or is it just like pick your poison down there, boys?
Well, apparently the guy who I think played on me kicked their goals against them earlier in the year. So maybe he was one of their better players and they said, we'll get him back there.
Oh,
They
that's
were the
swung
boys
him back.
down there.
That's
Like, give
swung.
us the top 3 best on ground.
Best 3 boys.
Yeah, your teammates.
Who went best on? I'm trying to think who they were.
Yeah, yeah, that's the point.
Big Ruckman Das was good. He
Das,
played in
yeah.
his 100th game for the club, so it was a bit of a milestone for him.
Yep.
I liked the cut of his jibe. I thought
his
he was a bit Ben Hudson, like big beard with a shaved
Is
nugget.
local Coleambally lad?
Local Coleambally lad, I believe.
We're asking him some hard hitters. Yeah.
Brett, did you throw your hat in the ring for any of the players out there? Was any?
No, I was doing some scouting because I had plenty of time on the bench.
Yeah.
And that was okay. Yeah, no.
How did you feel the time on the bench? Were you coaching the forwards or?
Well, that's where I started, yeah. So quarter time went out and gave them a few little, we were a bit bees to the honey pot there. And
Keep a bit of balance.
Yeah, boys, we don't all have to go at the 450 stoppage. Ended up, the guy who I told, no, you go, kicked the goal later in the
beautiful.
game. So maybe there's a coaching career there.
That's good. Hey, but in all seriousness, I'm sure the town got a bit out of coming down. Did you stay for the?
Yeah,
the
we stayed
afters,
after the
and how was
game.
that?
Yeah, so plenty of interviews and whatnot after the game. Didn't know the one word to the song. They didn't have a team,
Easy.
a song list.
Oh, where the Coleambally.
The mighty
Mighty
Coleambally.
And we're here to show you why.
That's right. And
They're the big-
not one word.
Blues. Out of the big town, we beat the Rock.
Shout in
I
your
am
jocks
Brett.
after that. So, in your jocks? No,
Why'd you share in your jokes?
I didn't, mate.
Oh, you
As
got
if
the big fella out. Did
As
you?
if I wouldn't have.
You got a little fella out.
But their new rooms, cubicles.
Oh,
I was disappointed in that.
It's no good.
Had Boris take the news that you couldn't get through?
Yeah, he couldn't hear me. I didn't bother telling him.
Yeah.
Then, yes, a bit of an interview and all that out on the ground. And then I went over because they had a big 60th anniversary celebration for the club. So, yeah, had a few beers, heard a few stories about my old man actually played a game against them years ago. And he won the toss and kicked the wrong way up there. He was the captain and kicked the wrong way. That's
Just
the only goal they
Montagna.
kicked. Just to get a bit of a rundown. I did feel like Joey. I wanted to be more involved than he looked when he did his.
Yeah, no, fuck you, Joey. Honestly.
Well done, Joey.
Tell
Shove
you
it up
from
your
down
arse,
that way
Joey.
as well. Adam Schneider is a local of that.
Is he?
That league. Give him
Yeah,
a call.
Schnitt text me.
Actually, Schnitt's keen to. He was actually keen to have a chat
Oh, let's ring a few
after
more
his
people.
big bender up there.
Do you want me to ring the president, Big Jazz Buchanan?
Buchanan. 8:14. Might not be up.
What time? Is there a time difference where he lives? Is he in
There might be. It might be 7:15.
Sorry, Mr. Cool.
Yeah, no, the phone call's going well
Yeah,
actually
they
at the
are.
moment.
I've
We've got to
told
keep
you that.
them-
How many
yeah.
times have I told you?
Yeah, apologies, Brett.
I'll try.
No.
Mickey Barlow.
Yes! Schneid, you
What's going
fucker!
on?
Mate, what the hell?
Who's that?
That's Dylan Buckley. I believe you might have coached him back in the day.
Yeah, little deal. I do remember. Little deal.
Was this teed up for you? That was
No,
teed
no.
up. That was teed up.
Well,
Was that you? Sorry, call me Dill. I don't have your number, mate.
oh, you fucking asshole.
anyway, mate, how did Lavington go on the weekend? Just checking in on the local players up there.
Yeah, going well, mate. We had a win on the weekend, so going well. How did big Lids go, mate? I seen he played up this way too, didn't he?
He did. Are you familiar with Coleambally?
No, yeah, mate. It's a couple of hours away from here, but yeah, no, I'm familiar.
Yeah,
It was all over the paper leading into it.
Well, the town's on its knees after bringing in the former Rising Star 275 AFL game player, and he lasted 5 minutes.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Schneiders, I know you don't have a number save, which is it's quite disappointing. But memories of back in the NEFL days, mate. We can't move on before we talk about it. What's some of your fondest memories up there?
Well, I remember, mate, coaching you for a couple of years. There's a few stories I do remember from yourself. You know, and Mick, you'll be able to help with this. And remember the guys that you just knew, you put their magnet on the board, they'd go to war for you. They'd do anything you say. Dill was definitely not one of them. That was if you got past quarter time without doing a hammy or a calf. So, no, he was a good little player for us up there. But I do remember the first time I actually met Dill. I don't know if you remember this, Dill. We were in St Kilda at a club some stage, and we were playing a bit of pool. He started getting real lippy to Jackie Nunes. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and anyway, there was a few of us Saints boys there and a few Carlton boys there, and he just kept going him. I didn't know you were friends with him, so we started lipping up back, and she was about to be all on, we thought, but then we realised you were mates, so you were lucky that night, bud.
No, I think you guys are lucky. Count yourself lucky. I would have absolutely knocked all three of you out.
Yeah, well, you had 2 pool cubes in the hand. That was the only thing that would have saved you.
Did Sniders, Dill often talks about the NEFL days when it had come to selection, and he felt like he had a good eye for talent and would make sure you knew which top-ups to pick. Like one day I think it was Tom Green, who, potentially a good player in the making.
I thought he was 28.
And he came to your office and said, mate, I think we should stick with Tom Green as a top-up for our NEFL side.
I had no recollection of that, mate. He'd come to my desk a fair bit with some good ideas, or ideas, I should say. I just let him have it, mate, but I don't remember that one.
Yeah, but Schneiders, how good was the back off the back of the square sort of patterns we used to run?
It was good
Yeah.
when you actually did it. Yeah, no, that was a good one, that one. But he rarely got it, but it was good in theory.
Hey, Sniders, we'll have to go. We've lost Brett.
Yeah, we've lost Brett.
He's on a hard out, so we better...
We'll get going.
Hey, good luck to Lavington. On the ladder, where are we sitting?
We're third at the moment, mate, so we're going okay to Lavington Panthers. So if you ever want to come and run some water, Dill, feel free.
Would love to, mate. We'll be in touch. Just save my number.
Cheers.
See you, mate.
See you, Schnitt.
See you, boys.
Oh, God. Okay.
One of the greats.
It's disappointing. All right, moving on. Let's get into the game. Round tips.
This isn't teed up. Should I try and call Joey?
No, I did. He didn't answer.
Yeah, I know. But you tried.
No. We got to get into it.
Okay.
He'll call back, maybe. Round 14 tips. Brett 5.
Yes.
Paddo on behalf of Mick had 4 and Dill 4. Jeez, that's giving right back.
I'm looming.
I forgot to update the overall tip. So I updated Mick's and forgot to update Brett.
Oh, right. So I'm still down by 10.
So Brett is on 78 and Dill's on 80.
Ooh. Closing in a bit there, Brettles. All right, let's get to Thursday night, St Kilda versus Western Bulldogs at Marvel. This game was a bit of a doozy, to be honest. It was...
A doozy?
It was hard to watch.
A woozy. It was a bit sleepy, I thought.
I think that's what doozy means. That's what I meant. Doozy?
I'm not sure. We might need a chat GPT that.
I watched something last night on St Kilda about they've got a lot of players playing at over 30, so they've got a lot of experience in the side. But not a huge amount to whet the appetite coming through either. So it's a bit of a rock and a hard place.
Yes, they are not great.
Wangan and Miller are pretty good, gets a fair bit of it. I think Wilkie, I love watching Wilkie play.
he's
and it was one on a million at times back there. But the Dogs, it looked like a dog's night, under the roof. Thursday night, flicking it around, just got to work.
Do you know what wouldn't be such a bad decision, potentially?
Okay,
I'll say potentially there is.
Here we go.
Clubs have got to get better at this. Is like Saints aren't looking like being good anytime soon. Is that fair to say?
Well, you just kept going. You kept rolling, mate.
Do you... Nasai Wanganamilira looks like he's going to leave. Fair?
No.
Okay. You reckon he's going to stay?
No, I'm just
Would
saying.
you be better off trading him and just getting in a shitload of very good picks and just starting again?
How many picks are you going to get for him?
you
You
Yeah,
get
but
3 first-rounders for him, surely.
3 first
Mate, he's
rounders?
pretty young. He's only, 24?
Not even, mate.
Not even?
Yeah.
He'd be 21.
Yeah.
3
Maybe
first.
keep him. Maybe keep him. Maybe keep him.
So if you think he's doing more, I reckon we can get 5 first rounders
Yeah.
for him.
The problem is, you can't just go right back to the draft. And if you want to,
You got a good player there.
but if you want to get good players in, you can't just be like, all your better players, you're gone. But we want you to come in. It's like, I wouldn't have thought so. I'm not going to come here one out.
I think they'll be doing all they can to keep him.
Absolutely, they will.
Because he
He's a key piece for them going forward.
They're hard to find. They actually got him. What draft? What draft pick?
He was pick 7.
Top 10.
Pick 7.
I'll check.
Yeah, he's pick 7.
2021 draft.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old as well.
Wow, that's young, and he's very good.
Yep. So
I'd keep him.
Yeah, me too.
I'd keep him. I thought he was a bit older than that.
Pick 11, Mick.
Pick 11.
Pick 11. Wow.
he's entering the twilight of his career, though, dear.
That is true. What? Who was like? Give me the 2 picks before and the 2 picks after.
Josh Gibkiss at 9, who's been really unlucky with injury.
Yes, he has.
Neil Erasmus at 10.
Neil.
Wow, that's the guy you
He'll be
like.
looking for a trade.
Josh Sin at 12. Ben Hobbs at 13.
Wow. Okay.
So
Interesting.
They picked 12 there with those
Yeah.
two.
So Port had the pick after.
Oh no. Okay.
And they took Sin. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So that Wangan and Miller got taken off the board, and then they took Sin
Yeah,
after.
yeah.
Interesting.
Doggies, welcome back,
Sam Darcy. Oh, mate. Watching him live it's so fun. He is like when you used to go out and do a little clinic against the kids and you'd play, we're going to play a bit of match play. Yeah, that's what he looks like. He's just running around.
And you used to go down and take clinics when you were playing at Richmond.
Of course
and
we
you
did.
used to joined in.
Yeah, Cogs Cubs and then Kochi's Cubs. We used to.
But you get in and play against.
Why not?
Why not,
Yeah,
mate?
we'd
He's had
umpire,
fun
and then
with
you
him.
grab it and you run around, dance a few, kick a few snags.
And share the ball.
Yeah, share the ball around people who wasn't touching it.
So you called
that's
this
what-
one? This would have been a tough call.
Yeah, it was polishing. Or,
I also streamed this one.
How'd
oh,
that
yeah,
go?
some
We
dickhead tried to call
you.
me
We
during
tried
a quarter
to call
time.
you.
I was like, no, mate, I'm on
I
it.
tried to call him
Actually,
and
I
do
got called. Was that when you called me back?
Yeah, we tried to call you and do the good night. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah.
Ginnivan did it to Sammy
Yes,
Mitch, and
yes.
then Mitch did it to Big Marms.
He didn't answer. He just said, on call, mate.
I said, no,
Don't
mate.
call. Yeah,
on,
no, mate.
On air.
No, mate, on air.
No, mate.
It's like, well, okay. Let's move on from this game.
You
Ed
on
Richards
you on
was
air as well.
outstanding
You
too.
Yeah, that's true. Who'd you like there, Brett?
Ed Richards.
Yeah, he's a good player.
Mate, he is having a year. He's having a year.
Hawthorn Adelaide. This game was
Oh,
very good.
Back to back. What?
Go
I
on.
loved this game.
Go. Shoot.
It was a close game. Well, like the scoring wasn't great, but it was a close game. Do
talk
you
me
not
through it,
like a
mate.
battle?
And
Talk me through it.
It whets the appetite for when we're in Launceston in a couple of weeks.
I'll tell you what they need at Launceston. They need a roof. That's what they do need. But it was a good game seeing two teams go at it.
Two teams go at it.
Tell you what, mate, if you had driven up to Coleambally on the weekend, you would have seen two teams going at it.
I think we're talking about different things here.
I don't think we are.
But
I think your rundown here is go, give it to us.
I liked the game, Brett.
Okay, good.
Like, what was wrong with it, mate? There was a few good parts of it. Worrell's tackle on the whiz, that was good.
So what about the other 119 minutes and 40 seconds?
Jesus Christ.
Without Jack Gunston, I think there's a couple of games that Hawthorn have played this year that they've won close ones, and Jack Gunston's been the difference.
It's been interesting too because he was sort of nearly done there for a
He was
bit.
scrappy, wasn't he?
He was a little bit.
Twilight.
Well, he wasn't playing. He was playing a bit in the VFL.
He was in Brisbane.
Well, he was in the VFL as well.
He was up there.
Yeah.
Do you think that
VFL in
Mitch,
Brisbane and
Yeah,
Hawthorn.
Brett's got something.
Mitch Lewis will make them a better side when they come back? Will they certainly? Does Mitch Lewis just walk back into that forward line and make them better? Are you just going to...
I'm not going to call
You're
him.
going to ask
mate.
Google that, are you?
I'm not going to call him. No, I was going to try and see how many weeks he's got left till he gets back. How many do you know?
No, I don't.
Yeah, well, that's what I was trying to find out.
So answer the
He's
question.
down my fucking throat. I'm trying to just... he's down my throat. I'm fucking panicking. I'm trying to find things out.
Answer his question.
Well, I'm trying to answer the question, but he's
Boys,
down
come
my
on.
throat because he thinks I'm trying to make a phone call.
In short,
We're footy and friends. Not
Are
footy,
we?
Not footy
'Cause
and
it's
enemies.
just footy at the moment.
this is a great game where two teams win at it.
Yeah! Oh!
Mick, we needed you there because I was about to jump over the table and put one on this bloke's fucking chin. I was about to put one on his fucking chin and kick him in the
What
corner.
analysis. Oh, tune in, everyone, this week. How
This
good.
fuck
We
was-
went at it.
Oh, him. You've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I heard at halftime, the Coleambally game?
Yeah,
a couple of
that
people
you're
on
a
the
fucking
outskirts,
disgrace.
They came in and they were just like, you know what, boys, we just need to turn it on. All right, no worries. I'm just going to turn it on.
All right, I'm going to turn it on now. Let's flip the switch.
Yeah.
Brisbane Giants at the Gabba.
I think we should circle back and Mitch Lewis will make Hawthorn a better side,
Yes.
in my opinion. They are a little bit small.
Up front.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another
We got there.
Agree. Brisbane Giants.
Where two teams went at it.
I'm scared to say it, but this was a good game. I think it was, but I'm not sure if Brett is happy with that.
I was busy warming up, mate.
Okay, well, it was a good game. I liked this game.
Yeah.
And a massive win by the Giants. I was probably really hard on them last week. I think I was going to at least half the team. But that's a huge game. And the first game where no foundational Giant played. So no Ward, Canelio, or Green.
Yep. Wow. Aaron Cadman, I want to speak about.
Speak about him.
Mate,
It's my cousin, I think. Could be my cousin.
He needs a bouquet of flowers. Yeah, I've been, the kid works incredibly hard. I think he's, just starting to cut his teeth, but that was a game where you can just about bank and say, and I know a number of other people probably said the same thing after it, but it's like, that was almost your launching pad, wasn't it? It's like you don't step back. You know, he's not going to kick 5 every week, but God, he was impressive.
Flowers,
yes.
particularly you've mentioned Cadman, young key forward.
Yep, the other end.
Pick 31, Logan Morris was in the draft.
Western Jets kid.
Yeah, one game at Werribee there.
Is that under you?
Yeah, yep. Just like a natural kind of footballer, just does everything, reads the play really well. And now that's his bloody forward line. Like they've gone Joe Danaher gone. It's like where are they going to find Joe's impact from? They've got it there already.
Don't write off Sam Day down there either.
Where's Big Hipwood? What's he?
Sam Day, they're right off him.
I said
Don't write him off.
Don't write him off. He could come back and play.
Would you prefer when you're watching a game of footy big bags of goals in terms of Morris 5, Hogan 6, Cadman 5, or would you rather an even spread of 2s and 3s?
Big bags.
I'm the same.
Big bags.
Or would you rather wind it back to Friday night, 6 goals, 11, 47, and 5 goals, 14, 44?
Just go at it.
Let's
rush a few points.
That's a fierce battle, that one.
Yeah.
You're not getting that up there, are you? No.
Like forward 50 stoppages.
Hey, actually, before Brett rattled me and I went a bit panicked and I didn't know what to do, the reason I wanted to talk about this game is every week my love goes up for Ben Keys more and more and more.
Ben Cleans.
That's all I wanted to say. Alison Nicholson had a great call on the commentary. I might need this verbatim, but he said, when you leave the house, your phone, your wallet. Oh, when Adelaide, when Adelaide board a plane, they make sure they have their phone, wallet, and keys. I was like, that was a good one, Nico. Like that.
And they couldn't get the job done.
Pros never leave home without the essentials: phones, wallets, keys.
Yeah, love that. Love that from him. Yeah, they didn't get the job done, but
good win by the Giants because we were talking about that game.
Yep.
Up there at the Gabba and their ability to get the job done. They've been really good, thanks to BWS last week with their stats about how good the Giants have been at the Gabba. So, little one that the Lions had slipped up at 13-18. They've been inaccurate the last couple of weeks.
That's what I want link on Mac is Mac does a big yawn.
It's a big trip up to
like a
Coleambally.
monstrous yawn. Arms crossed.
He's driven 10 hours.
Just uncross the arms there, big fella. And can you find the projected score or the predicted score from this game? Because whenever I see 31 scoring shots to 22 and the 22 wins, you think, they've lost a few out there. Take your time though, mate. I know it's a slow start to the day.
When you say predicted score, is that?
Champion Data does this thing where it's like, if you have a shot 10 metres out directly in front and miss, it's like that's like the predictability of that going in. It's like that should be a goal.
And just for those out there, I know where this is on the app, but where do you find that?
No, I always find it on X.
Right. On the old Twitter.
Brisbane winning 90-76.
90-76.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
do you do that in North? You go, predicted score, boys.
That's
should be on top of the ladder.
Yeah.
That's a metric, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the metrics.
Moving on.
Country game.
Can we just say Hogan as well? 6-1's pretty good too for the old boys. So
all right.
Thanks to him.
Essendon played Geelong.
I didn't watch this game. I was down the beach. I was at the Barnheads Hotel actually while it was on, and the live stream.
Oh, mate, where should you have been on Saturday afternoon? But it was at Barnheads.
Yeah. Oh,
you're supposed to be in Coleambally.
What was your excuse for sending the nitwits over here?
I had a baby shower down at...
Oh, my God. So there's a real reason. And you told these two boys, I've got a family. I can't go 4.5 hours.
He didn't really have an excuse. He sort of said he didn't want to go.
Oh, wow.
Well, you reckon it was worth me going up there, Brett, after your performance?
Support, mate.
You pulled Mac out of the reserves. You have the bias.
No, I had to miss.
You had to miss for work.
Wow.
And this fucking dickhead's going to a baby shower.
Wow.
My cousin's baby shower, and I had a spa with Mitch Duncan.
That's where we're at.
You've You've missed the Coleambally going for a spa
I
with
had a
Mitch.
big spa up there with Mitch. I had to drive home yesterday. I was absolutely buggered. I sat in the spa for about 4 hours.
Yeah. Did you,
Rotating as well. Jumped in his pool, did some ice
Yeah.
baths with him for recovery.
mate? Yeah.
But I was buggered, I'll tell you that much. It was
Were you,
hard to
mate?
drive after that.
Yeah, I bet it was. An hour.
Didn't Mitch
down the
play
road.
in this game that we're about to
The
talk
next
about?
the next morning I went over.
Hang on.
The baby shower was on Sunday, so could I have gone? Probably. So we made a weekend out of it, all right? Now that we get to the bottom of it.
Wow.
All right, do you want to know what happened on the weekend? I had an Airbnb. I got an Airbnb down in Bowen Heads. We made a weekend of it. So I went down on
So you double booked
after work
yourself
on Friday.
No surprise.
Saturday I was went down, I did a 10K run actually down there. It was beautiful.
Yeah, in the New Balances?
No, I didn't because they're horseshit. I wore the Brooks actually.
No, they are good, the New Balances.
they are good.
Especially the new ones.
They are good. And then I went to the Bowen Heads pub. Next day went to
Recovery with Mitch.
Mitch's, where the baby shower was, had the spa.
Yeah.
Recovery as well in the ice. And then back. and
Whose
forth.
baby
He's getting a
shower was
sauna actually too, Mitch. Which is exciting for him. It's my cousin's baby. So, you know how. Let's move on.
Keep going.
Essendon played Geelong. Essendon 8-56.
Wow,
That
mate.
ain't going to get it done much unless it's in Launceston.
Yep.
Defeated by Geelong 23-13, 1-5-1. Cats keep rolling. Bailey Smith had 40. Jeremy Cameron kicked 6. When that happens, Cats going to win.
Yeah, you're going to. Yeah.
Anything else to add, Dill?
Max Holmes, pretty good.
Yeah, he's handy.
I saw a good little question the other day. They said, would you rather have Max Holmes?
Would you rather have 5 Max Holmeses or 10 or a spa with Mitch Duncan?
I don't know what I'd do with Max Holmes at the moment. I'm not, like, I'd just rather the spa. The spa was great. Only took 30 minutes to heat up. Would you rather have?
You make it up, mate.
Would you rather have Max Holmes for the next 10 years or Harley Reid?
Oh, that was the question. I think you'd rather have Max Holmes.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a good question, isn't it?
It is.
It
Thank
is a
you.
good question because
Sometimes
For
I
10 years, I mean, we're trying to project what Harley's going to be in 10 years.
Exactly.
How do you
That's
know?
the game.
You get some good play. You get Baz Lenker and some other good players and that around Harley Reid. Well, maybe they'll all play together next year. Who knows?
very different players.
Very
different players.
Yeah. Just,
I'd
just
take
ask him.
Harley.
Yeah.
I'd take Harley.
Okay, you take Harley for the next 10. You got Holmes?
From Johnny.
Yeah.
Oh, he's from Tongala.
I'm not from Tongala. I'm from
He's
Kyabram.
close to Kai.
I don't know who I'd take. I'd take Max because it's my son's name. Anyway, moving on.
That's a good reason. Hey,
Melbourne.
can I just say quickly, though,
On this game?
61,000 at the G. It was a country game.
Yep.
Big things for the and I know
farmers.
it's for the farmers, mate. I think it's they're doing it tough at the moment. So great to see so many people get along. I'm not sold on the time slot, given that a lot of country folks would have been playing footy and been around their own little
You think
communities.
it should be a Sunday?
Well, probably a Sunday. Yeah.
Makes sense, actually, Brett.
Just so you can get more people there. I mean, I know it's harder.
Farm doesn't sleep, does it?
No, so you have to stay on the farm.
Yeah.
But
Was Tom Hawkins there?
He does.
he
He's
probably
a
would
good
have been doing the
ambassador for the
specials.
farmers.
Would have been doing the specials.
He's a great ambassador for the farmers, though. out
Stealing
there.
stories, though, apparently, according to Big Moons.
Yeah, I did see that from Moons.
Yeah, not happy.
Moving on. North Melbourne versus Fremantle
Oh,
Optus.
a couple of teams that went at it.
Yeah,
I saw this live, and
Yeah.
there was
they did go at it.
2 teams.
I listened to this all the way home. While a few roos jumped out in front of the car, actually.
Yeah, you would have nearly popped a couple off.
Well, I nearly popped me quad again as I jammed on the
Were you
anchors.
driving solo?
Nah, I had the old boy with me. He come
Oh,
for the day. Yeah.
Boris.
No, Dad. He was wrapped for the 5 minutes that I played, and then it became a very long day.
Yeah, it would have been. It would have had the.
He goes,
Did
I
he,
tell you what,
did he go to the canteen?
yeah, he did. He said, mate, true to form, pie was stifling hot.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Pie was really hot. Really,
He
really
said
hot.
He could have been absolutely poleaxe if he wanted. He got offered about 30 Carlton drives for the day, but
Yeah.
he kept it in check, which was good.
Did he drive? You drive?
I drive.
Which quad did you do? Right. Or
Right.
left? Oh, so
Yeah, so jumped on the anchors as a Roo jumped out, and
that's resilient.
yeah, pain. Oh,
how
my
long
God.
do you think you're out for basketball?
2, 1.
Pending suspension.
Yeah,
also.
if final tonight, if we win, we're into the granny, so I'll be doing everything right to get up for the granny next week if I'm okay.
You should actually come over to Spa at Mitch's.
No, I
and
won't
we'll
be
jump
doing
in
that.
the hot and cold
No.
because he's getting the sauna.
I'll commit to it, and then I'll pull out at the last minute and go and do something completely
he's getting a
different.
sauna. He's getting a Revel sauna. Have you seen the Revel saunas, by the way?
Yeah.
They're very
Are you-
impressive.
Look at who's trying to campaign for a Rebel sauna.
Sorry,
Doug, if you're next door neighbour, Doug.
sorry to backtrack over this.
Yeah.
Again. But you went to the baby shower, right? Baby shower Sunday morning.
Yes.
So whilst the baby shower's on, was it at Mitch's?
Yes.
You and Mitch, I'm just picturing you and Mitch doing the hot colds whilst the baby shower and the cake cuttings and the pinata.
That was pretty close to what was going on. Yeah, we had the kids in the spa, and we were watching them in the spa, and then we were also just doing some hot and colds. Me and Mitchy.
Kangas, Fremantle.
And he was telling me I was getting a sauna.
Great. You guys got close.
Yeah, we did. What
What did you lack, you reckon, in the end?
Got the ball inside 50 enough. We just lacked a little bit of polish and composure.
Yeah, polish.
Inside forward 50. Predicted score wouldn't go astray. I reckon they might still have got us because they missed a few sodas in the first half. Luke Parker really stood up for us in the second half.
Yeah, it was a
went into
beautiful
the
goal
middle.
he kicked too.
It was really wet. Really wet.
You don't often see wet games at Optus, do you?
Well, it was back to back this weekend.
Final expected scores were Freo 70, North 64.
Oh, so still close.
That's about right. So it's still exactly the same.
Oh, wait,
margin.
no, sorry, that's the final score. The expected was 59 to 83, Freo.
Freo, yeah.
So
Well done, boys.
they should have beaten you comfortably. That's okay.
That's all right. Flowers, Caleb Sarong. He's
He's a very good player.
Geez, he's getting some love around from Flowers from everyone around at the moment. They're one of the smartest footballers that there is out there. He's a tough little bugger, isn't he? He just
I reckon
goes.
he'd have a Revel sauna.
Yeah.
We don't have any affiliation with Real. I would like one. Though.
Imagine if like we could do all this work for Revel sauna and then in a week, Caleb
got one.
Sarong's like
Oh, he's got one.
saunering in Revel.
No, they're good saunas.
Has he got All Australian before? I think he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
A couple of times or once?
I think it was just 2023.
Yeah, all right, he'll get it this year.
Yeah. Mate, he's a star.
There's some
him and
Barlow
Brayshaw.
numbers there, though.
Some Barlow numbers.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 200, last 2 years, wrong.
2 years?
Yeah.
Back to back, so he's going to go 3 in a row.
17 and 9. He's got a pretty good split of kick to handball ratio there, too.
Oh, great. That is groundbreaking.
Anything else?
10 tackles this big.
Yeah.
It's actually, get your chest on the ball. Not much else out there from that game, was there, mate?
Well, you were probably in your Airbnb.
Lots of photos
watching.
lots of photos of Mick getting sent in actually up there.
I was very paranoid about that.
Did you have many people come up to you?
Handful.
Patrick Voss, Mick.
Patrick Voss. He's good.
Walker boy, he's close to Coleambally. He got closer to Coleambally than you did on the weekend. He was in Perth.
He's powerful.
He is.
Yeah, he does some powerful stuff. Had 3 in the first half. You know that, Dill, because you watched it from the Airbnb.
No.
And
Did you know his fitness guy is telling him that he gets most of his high speed running in his celebrations?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's
more high
amazing.
speed from his celebrations than he does from actually his playing.
what do you make of the jumper they were wearing?
Blackout? Yeah, I liked it. I liked that. I saw it. It was great.
It looks good in a long sleeve, I reckon.
It's very...
Who
yeah.
wore it? Warner.
I think the
Long sleeve.
best Fremantle jumper, though, by far is their
Old
old
school.
school
Yeah.
Fremantle.
With the green.
With the green actually at the bottom. Link, we were literally looking at this the
Yeah,
other day, weren't we? Was
we
it
were.
1995 or something?
Yeah, the inaugural jumper.
Inaugural jumper,
Against
yeah.
Richmond at the G.
There'd be
Very
one at
cool.
home, I reckon, wouldn't there?
Oh, yeah.
Dad would have one at
Can we
home.
bring one in from Dad?
On top of the 3 state jumpers I've brought in.
Yeah.
Has he worn, hang on, so whose is that?
Okay, that is...
Oh, he swapped
That
with
is
it.
Gary Lyons.
Swapped?
That,
So
he swapped.
The South Australia is Gary Lyon.
Yeah.
So Gary Lyons
I
swapped
don't think,
with
I
the
don't
South
think Gary
Australian player.
knows that I've actually got it in my
Well,
possession.
why would Gary have a South Australian one?
So he swapped it.
So Gaz swapped out of his Victorian one
Yeah.
into an SA one.
That is Andy Collins'
Andy Collins.
Victorian jumper.
Oh, yeah.
From
And that is-
Williamstown.
Yeah, and now...
That is Ben's WA jumper.
Sorry, I'm
Ben.
still confused as
Sorry,
to
Ben,
why
Dad.
Gaz had it.
So
And
Gaz-
now you have it.
Because I'm mates with his son, and I said, "Do you have any spare jumpers?" And he went, "Yeah, sure."
That's where the connection is.
I'm actually good mates with Gary as well.
I'm actually pretty good mates with Gary myself.
Me and Gary from the same town.
Give him a call.
I actually do have his number, but he said he didn't want to
Flowers
come
to
on
Gaz in the
podcast,
Hall of
so
Fame.
maybe
Well
we're
done.
not. Gary,
Port
I'm gonna have
Adelaide
a spa
v
with him at Matt
Melbourne.
Mitch's.
Yeah, you know how people are doing this.
I'm going to have a spa with Gary
This,
at Mitch's. Big
this
spa.
fad. This fad?
Yeah.
Fad about the good night. I want you tonight to ring someone, or maybe
Ask for a
Mitch,
spa at Mitch's.
and just like really awkwardly ask about a spa.
Yeah.
Hey, I
I
just
would
want to
love
ring
a
you to
spa.
say thanks for the spa the other day.
I'm very much into spa and ice bar thing at the moment. It's good for anxiety, which I have. a
Port
lot
Adelaide,
of.
Melbourne.
Mitch Georgiades.
Speaking of, let's call him.
No.
I have his number here.
We don't
I'm
need to
very good
talk
mates
to
with
him,
Mitch
mate.
quickly.
All
and we're,
tip
Mate, they're
Melbourne.
half an hour behind.
I know. Well, let's just get into it.
Say I'm here too.
Yeah.
And Mac. He's good mates with Mac.
Sorry, I missed your call.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second.
Fine,
There
that's
is the omen.
decline.
Stop it.
No, it's got it on Do Not Disturb. It's all good. They'll say it's me, so it's all good. Oh, fucking hell. This could be the last call I ever make if this doesn't
Good.
go through.
Please don't answer.
Sorry, I missed your call.
Yeah, that's it. We're done with phone calls.
So George Jar's kicked 7.
The strike
Melbourne
rate's
got-
not great.
Melbourne got the ball in there a lot.
At least we leave him in, mate. I'm not scared of fucking failure.
Predicted. What about the message? Hey, what about the Miss Georgiadis and Dill Buckley message thread? I'm
Hey, who's this?
Look at this.
It's still.
It's Dill Buck. Call me. You're a disgrace, mate. You are embarrassing.
I've got his number, but he doesn't have
People
yours.
were like, who the fuck is Dill Buck?
Oh, let's move on. Hasn't been my best episode today. Fuck hell.
Jeepers. Horn Francis back in 1-3 and 26 or 7 or something. Did he have as well?
Yeah, he sat out the last little bit of the game. So
That's a watch.
tell you
Is
what,
it?
I'll be down at the scan place this morning. The SA,
Oh, you will be with
the SA media.
Yeah.
The throng of media.
Who'd be down there, you reckon?
Theodoropoulos.
No, he's here in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Michelangelo Ricci.
Soderstrom
Oh,
and Rouge.
Soda. Rue. Rue could be down there.
Bix would be down there.
Rowie.
Rowy's a riffer.
What's the big ruckman's name again?
Sean
Manny
Reed.
Primus.
Dean Brogan.
Red Biglins. Biggles. Big Biggles. Bernie Vince.
Brett
Brendan
Reynolds.
Lade will be there.
If Mitch doesn't call me back, I'm actually going to be fucking...
Duncan or Georgiadis, because I'm getting...
No, I'll get Mitch. He'll be in the spa, but anyway.
Melbourne got it in there a lot. They weren't the inside 50s.
Has Cozzy Pickett,
What's he done?
has he made a good decision?
Yeah, he was going to be there for 10 years. So
I know.
Where else was he going? Back to Freo.
Yeah. Freo, West Coast.
Well, I'll be staying at Melbourne over going to West Coast, I think, at this point in time.
54 inside 50s for the Ds, 48 to the power. So the efficiency inside 50 wasn't quite there. Their kick to handball ratio, which we're really big on.
Goal efficiency, 16%.
Caleb Wrongs is pretty good for
Yeah,
memory.
their kick to handball ratio is a little bit higher than what Carlton Draft is, both sides. We should ring Caleb and ask about this kick to handball ratio thing.
I don't have his
Is that
number.
something that you
I
think
don't know.
about,
I do
Caleb?
like Caleb, but I don't have
Caleb,
his
have you
number.
been working on your kick to handball? We've got two-time All-Australian here, Caleb Strong, who was instrumental in the win. First question, you, sir, over there, Dylan Buckley.
You know what? Can you...
This could be the end of footy.
No, actually, this literally
You
could be the
kicked the
last
handball,
episode.
mate. It's
This could be the
fantastic.
last fucking episode. I'll tell you what, it's the last time I'm going to go away on the weekend.
You're
because
going. You're going away, so it's sweet. We'll be back on track by
I
next
don't
week.
know. People might fucking never listen again.
We'll get Dyson Heppel back.
We need to
Yeah.
get Dyson. Yeah. He'll save everything. Look, the kick to handball thing, just on that is... I'm not even going to go into it. It's fine.
No, explain yourself. You're good at it.
So power season alive still, Brett, or no?
No, I don't think so.
No, okay. Is Melbourne season alive
Oh,
still?
fuck, who knows? I don't even know. They're actually physically, like, or whatever.
They're a game and a half
they're,
out.
Yeah.
They're not...
But putrid percentage.
Yeah.
15th?
They're 11th.
11th. Oh, okay.
Melbourne are 15th.
West Coast
Oh, that's
versus
what I was talking
Carlton
about, Melbourne.
at
Melbourne are done.
Melbourne are done.
Optus Stadium. 6-10. I was looking forward to this game, to be fair. I had a big week, got home.
Couple of swirls.
I'd packed the
you're in
house
Carlton
up.
Drafts.
I cleaned it all up, done the garden. Yeah, I had Carlton Drafts. Definitely did. Certainly did.
Fucking rebel.
Yeah, I had some
We're a
Carlton
rebel.
Drafts. And then I was
This
sitting down
game
at
should have
time,
been-
and all I see is Andrew McQualter getting interviewed by Kath Lachlan and the old camera piece. Obviously, Kath went with the question about how he see the first quarter and missed a trick with not asking about the kick to handball ratio.
Yeah, agree.
He just goes,
She didn't pick up on it.
and he just goes pathetic in the contest. It was like.
And she was like,
I like the
and what
honesty.
else did you say?
Yeah, she was because she was going for light with kick the handball thing.
Yeah. All right. We're
she,
talking now.
she should linger on the
Yeah.
pathetic comment.
And she was like, oh, pathetic. Okay, can you
Pathetic.
double
What was
down on
but
that?
what was your pathetic? Was it the ratio or was it the... I drove home
Listen to
Sunday
the
afternoon.
Yeah.
No, before the game started.
Fresh.
And
You would've
I
been
was
feeling good?
I
Limber?
was fucking buggered, mate, because I sat in that spa for about 4 hours. So I got home and you can imagine just collapsed on the couch.
Yeah.
And watched this game and it nearly put me to sleep. It was pretty pretty shit.
So you should be fresh as tonight with some good questions, good content, because you've had a good sleep. You went to sleep early.
Yeah.
That game was on early.
I did, but I was bloody. I think I was a bit dehydrated because I'm on the creatine at the moment too. So creatine with the spa
And running.
it's not a good mix.
Yeah.
But anyway, pretty shit game.
So, like, from quarter time, to be fair to the Eagles, they bounced back and were in the game. But, yeah, just throwing the first punch was Carlton. They walked in a few goals, 7 goals to 1 first quarter, and she was all over. They still hold them to 86. I really like, at West Coast, you get the best.
Debutant, Mick.
Debutant.
McCarthy got
McCarthy.
best on.
And
Broke
he.
the record for most touches on debut.
No, shut up, Link. I was going to go
Come
with that.
again?
Damn
Shut
it.
up, Link.
No,
Hey,
he didn't
kicked
break
the
the
handball
no, he
ratio
I didn't
too.
think you were
19.
about-
No, that's not. He didn't break the record.
For the Eagles.
Really?
Yes.
Now, what about
I'm
Brad
gonna fact check
Dalziel? He was
that.
at Brisbane
No, he was
when
at
he did
Brisbane.
it.
The
when he did
Eagles'
it.
record was 24 and
Oh,
he got
yeah.
31.
Well, at
Well,
least
he's the first person to hit 30 for the Eagles this year, though.
Yes, that's also.
Really?
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
Well,
Yeah. Sorry,
10
mate.
kickouts. Come on.
oh, yeah.
10 kickouts.
Fair.
Yeah.
So we're right.
Yeah, so he's had 9
You're taking the-
contested
you're taking
balls,
the flowers
12
back.
uncontested. I'm not taking, well, I'm just saying, like, great effort. Mate, your first game in the big smoke and you
Good
made
on you,
31.
but do it harder, mate. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, no, I'm tell you what, Phil Davis came up with this, and I'm going to claim it, like Tom Hawkins with his stories with
Good
Cameroons.
point. Did we speak about this already or not?
If
Go
you
again.
want the touch, kick it to yourself.
Yeah.
If you don't, just kick it, but you don't get the actual stat because it is just stat padding at its absolute finest. And would I have done it? Yes. But I'm saying I'm sick
But
of
then
it.
there's that part where you have to like admit that you're trying to get the stat.
Yes, that's why I'm saying it.
He's trying to be George Ellis again. But I missed your comment and stop ringing him.
Okay,
You're embarrassing yourself.
Okay. I'm not ringing him.
Get rid of it.
I'm not ringing.
Why are we going back to this game?
Fuck, you've doubled down.
We've gone
this
over.
out,
We're
cut
going
that
over
out.
time now.
So Carlton, my last thing, I'm going to give a player flowers. I just looked at his stats, which don't read well. He had 0 kicks, 2 handballs.
Not
I
a great
really
It's
ratio.
not a great ratio
I really-
either. It's not. It's just 100%.
Sounds like my first quarter.
100%.
I really like Harry Edwards as a kid. I think they've got one there at West
Game
Coast.
50, I think.
Game 50 has a go. Big lump for lad, 200 centimetres. And his 2 possessions, handballs, one was on the halfback flank. Just having a look at his heat map.
Oh, I love the heat maps.
But I think he's got something. He competes and he's going to be a good key back for the Eagles for a long time.
Tybo on it.
Top on it, wrap it up.
Good
Don't
on
ring
you.
Mitch Georgiades ever again.
I actually would just, before we finish up, would like to make a formal apology to everyone today. After that episode, if you've made it this far, I'm genuinely sorry.
Yeah.
I'll be better.
I thought it was pretty funny actually because
Oh,
you were
I
shit
died.
ass and we had a great time.
I actually genuinely
You
apologise.
can redeem yourself on Wednesday
Yeah, I will. I will.
when we go again for the Thursday recording.
No, but I just hope people stay on. That was, I'm sorry.
Well, I think they stick around for Mick and I a couple of times. It's not just all about you. Just because you were terrible, you know, there is 3 people in this.
Just gonna,
3 takeaways from Dill's show today.
Yep,
Spa.
yep,
Mitch Georgiades doesn't know who he is.
yep.
he does.
And kick the handball ratio.
And he's big on the kick to handball, which BWS will be throwing
Yeah,
out.
oh, mate, look out next
That's on,
next step.
Wednesday.
I'm sure it'll be kick the handball all through it.
And go to Coleambally.
Go to
Come on,
Coleambally, and we're here to show you why. Hey, this episode has been brought to you by Carlton Draft. Remember to follow Footy and Friends via the Dylan Friends page on iHeart, Spotify, subscribe to Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast, YouTube, Patreon, all those things. Next play to play, is it Clokey?
Yeah.
I think so.
All right, look forward to getting big Clokey in there.
When I'd heard Brett did his quad, Will Schofield obviously bound right.
Oh, he wouldn't have been
Obviously.
happy.
I said, I did hear about Dylan. He's like, Brett. And he's like, huh? And I go, did his quad in the first 5 minutes. And he
Was
did
wrapped.
his laugh thing, like his hideous, like not his mean laugh.
Yeah.
He was like,
What do you have to say to that, Brett?
Fuck him.
See you guys.